3.141592653589793238462643. Okay, that was the lovely pi song, and this is my program that approximates pi by summing the area of rectangles that are in the first quadrant of a circle, which is the upper right hand side of the circle. Our x min is 0, our x max is 1, the radius is 1. So this function, again, it just calculates the total area of rectangles. The very first thing I had to do was identify what my x values would be for n amount of rectangles that we enter. Area total. Well, actually, I had to go back and do this. I made the variable area total, and I had to set this up so I could use this in the for loop. So the x max it became delta x 1 over n because our x max is 1, our x min is 0, so the change in x is x max minus x min over 1. The next thing I had to do was set up my loop. So all the numbers up to what we input will then become x values that get multiplied by delta x n many times. Area total then becomes, well, area total will be the x values times y of x, where y of x is what we called the circle function in class. And this plus equals operator is keeping the previous and adding new values. And I guess we can run it now. Let's see. So we'll run it. And so I'm printing the area total here, as well as my approximation of pi. I printed it because I wanted to see what it would look like and ensure that I was doing it correctly. So let's start off with 2. Okay, so yeah, I printed the area, and our approximation of pi here is pretty far off, 3.7320, blah, blah, blah. And my percent error, 18.79. Sorry, I'm recovering from a cold, so I sound sniffly. Let's try it with 20. Theoretically, our percent error should go down, and we should be closer to pi. And it did. So 3.228 percent error is 2.7. Now let's try even more. Let's try 2,000. That might take a little while. So actually, sorry, I'm going to not print the entire list. Comment that out. Okay, so let's try that again. So we want to do 2,000 rectangles. Okay, yep. We're much closer, 3.1425, and our percent error is 0.03141%. So let's try 200,000. 1, 2, 3. A lot of rectangles, and it went way down. We're much closer. So that's my program. If I could do anything differently, I think I would have made a function for this part for my y of x instead of just putting it inside of this loop. And my least favorite part about this is this line here, because I was stringing the flow around abs and it got a little messy and confusing, and I think there's probably a simpler way to do that. And this should probably this end argument should probably be up here, but it works still. So yeah, that is my program, and I hope you like it. Thank you.